Hey y'all.
Hey girlies.
Hey besties.
Yeah, besties. Welcome to the Bravado bonus.
Bravado bonus.
Welcome.
So today our bonus is going to be about love bombing.
Love bombing.
Some real shit.
Love bombing. Remember that Miguel song? Or was that called? That was called Flower Bomb. Lord, it's flower bomb.
Fly. That was actually Wale. You take me high. I can teach you all the signs of love.
Yeah, okay. Well, that's not what we're talking about today.
Let me get your favorite fragrance. You got that bomb. I'm trying to detonate you.
Anyway.
We need to make a compilation of all the time we break out into song. That would be very entertaining to watch. That would be very entertaining to watch.
Somebody do it. So yeah, today we're talking about love bombing. This is going to be good. I feel like the girls are going to love. They're going to learn. They're going to grow.
And we're going to prevent.
Yes, and we're going to prevent. Most importantly, we're going to prevent. We're going to break free of.
Yeah.
So.
Have you ever been love bombed?
I'm like,
should we say what it is first?
Yeah.
Let's say what it is first.
Let's get into it. Heavy on the notes, y'all. Heavy on the notes.
Yes. So love bombing is characterized by excessive attention, admiration, and affection with the goal to make the recipient feel dependent and obligated to that person.
Yes.
So when you're the recipient of love bombing, it feels great because you get like this increase of dopamine, these feelings like, oh my God, I feel adored. Somebody is, we like to be loved. We like to be liked.
And that's the human characteristic of it.
Yeah.
It's like, who doesn't want to feel good? Who doesn't want to feel like, wow, I'm the only person in this person's world? Who doesn't want to feel valued?
Who doesn't want to feel needed? Who doesn't want to feel worthy?
But there's a back end to this.
Yeah.
There's a back end to this because really love bombing is done by narcissistic people. Anybody can love bomb, but typically it's the trait of a narcissist, somebody who's very egotistical, and it's meant to make you be dependent on them. It's for them to have control over you. Manipulation. That's exactly what this is.
Yeah.
So now that we all know what love bombing is, have I ever been loved bombed? I feel like probably on a very, very low scale because the person I was dealing with was very like egotistical. So, yeah, I feel like just on a very, very, and we're going to get into more like tips and signs so that you'll probably realize, oh, that was some characteristics of a love bomber. But yeah, probably a little bit. What about you?
I feel like I've definitely been like, I feel like I was actually, now that I'm thinking about it. I think that nigga. Ooh.
Yeah, probably. He probably did.
Who am I talking about?
The person that you're talking about. The sick one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think he love bombed me.
You probably did.
And you know what? I'm usually kind of skeptical, to be quite honest. So, but I also, while I can be skeptical, sometimes have some skepticism, I feel like I'm a great candidate to be love bombed because I idealize love and relationships, and that type of energy fuels me.
And usually narcissistic people, they can like figure out where you have an insecurity at and where you weak points.
Yeah.
And they prey on that. It's like those are the perfect people. And it's not a person who can be easily love bombed is not like you said, they look like a good catch or they are a good catch. And it's just easy for them to get in there, manipulate, make their way. And it's just like the point of love bombing is to work on getting a person. Once you secure them, then you can do whatever it is that you want to do. The behavior switches, right? The love bomber can become abusive, can become difficult. Sometimes it's not even like I just want to manipulate you. It's just presenting this most ideal version of themselves and then switching it up.
So that I can hook you in
Get
and now
what I want.
Right. And that's why we have to value consistency over chemistry.
Over time too.
Over time. Yeah, it needs to be over time.
Yeah.
Like in the beginning, of course, we're presenting our best selves. We're saying all these nice things about the person. But that needs to be consistent.
Yeah.
Even as the relationship progresses, there needs to still be that kind of energy.
Element. Yeah.
That energy. I love you. I love this about you.
Yeah.
You look nice. Wow, you are so amazing at this. The compliments keep coming in, not just a complete stop and now you acting a goddamn fool.
Yes.
Because that is a sign that you've love bombed me.
Red flag. Red flag.
That is and you know, this even love bombing is a red flag when people are coming coming in hot, like, oh my God, you're my soulmate.
Yeah, we're gonna get to that. We're gonna get to that. So let's talk about the phases of love bombing, because it definitely comes with, there's a cycle here, and I feel like once we hear the cycle, we're gonna be like, oh, it totally makes sense. So first phase of the cycle of love bombing is idealization. So this is that whole, you're perfect, we're meant to be, you are my twin flame, soulmates, right? It's really the phase where there's a lot of intense courtship over a very short period of time, days to weeks. It's never like months. It's like a lot heavy on the, oh my God, I could call you all the time, I could talk to you all the time, we feel so connected. I know this is just, we've only gotten to know each other, we just met, but it's just such a vibe. We're vibing. Why are you doing that? Why are you sipping your tea like that?
Because it's hot.
Yeah. Oh, it's hot. That's hot. Yeah.
Oh, I mean, this tea is hot too.
Yeah, it's like we're such a vibe. It's just really idealizing the situation, the chemistry, each other, everything that you have going on. That coupled with the intense dating, phase one.
That's when I got to keep, this is the phase where I got to keep my feet on the ground.
Put them down. Put them down.
Because they'll be up.
Yeah. Let's get to phase two.
So phase two is the devaluation.
Yeah.
So this is the tool that keeps the receiver dependent and isolated. So just as love bombing is a positive reinforcement, you do what I want and I shower you with love, devaluation is a negative consequence. You did something that I don't like, that you weren't supposed to do. Now you got to get punished.
Yep.
Big punisher. So this looks like a sudden shift in behavior when they're not happy with something that you've done, where they were once loving, sweet, giving. Now they're rude, short, assholes.
Yeah, always making everything your fault, or bringing your faults to the forefront, being heavily critical, like
threatening to leave,
abandonment. Yes,
and now you're like, oh my God, no, I cannot.
You got it now. That's the thing. The receiver has to work overtime to get
back into the adoration,
into the stage. good graces. And a lot of times people are stuck in this toxic cycle. So it'll be a lot of love bombing, and then
it's a cycle. It's like love bomb, pull back.
Yes.
Love bomb, pull back.
Yes.
And it keeps you in a loop, trying to get back that dopamine hit of love me, adore me, pour into me, and
desire me.
Right.
Yes. And honestly, usually it comes at the stake, or at the sake of the person who's the receiver. They end up giving up something, their hobbies, their friends, their family, whatever it is that the love bomber has said. We're just going to call the motherfucker narcissist. Whatever the narcissist has said, like, these are the boundaries, or this is what I need from you. Out of this cycle of like a lot of love, and then now devalue you don't really value me, right? They'll probably say that all the time I'm giving to you, and now you want to go hang out with somebody else. You're making plans without consulting me. You don't really care about this relationship. You're not putting in the energy that I'm putting in. Maybe it's best we don't be together. And then when the receiver sacrifices the things that they like, they love, their friends, their family, to appease the narcissist, and it's like, oh great, now we can be back together again. Until eventually the receiver has nothing. They've stripped themselves down of so much
to be with this person,
to be dependent or isolated from everything else, so that they can fully rely on. It's really about feeding the narcissist ego, because they're really not as secure as they want you to believe.
I feel like I feel like I didn't get to this stage with my love bomber. I'm calling him a love bomber.
Yeah,
but he definitely loved bomb me. Sick bitch. He was trying to move so fast too.
That's another sign.
He was trying to
we're gonna get to the signs.
Yeah.
We're gonna get to the signs, because I feel like there's a few signs that I'm looking back on now where I'm like, we've been together all those years, and here you are. A
clown.
A clown.
Yeah.
So next, the last phase is usually discard. This is the final phase of love bombing, and it usually comes as a shock to the receiver, and it happens for one of three reasons. So 1, the devalued partner no longer supplies what attracted the love bomber in the first place. So now you're no longer new, hot, shiny.
Right.
So it's like, oh, I'm over this.
I've spun this block.
Yeah. I've done everything I could do to get him. I got him, and now I don't want him anymore.
That's the thing. That's a common type of love bomber, is somebody who is just infatuated with the falling stage and like the fresh butterfly feeling, and once that is done for them, they're done with you.
Yeah,
it's people that like are not okay with contentment or, you know, being into like a comfortable phase of the relationship. They just like that, you know,
the new part,
honeymoon part.
Yeah,
and once that's done, they're like,
I'm over you.
Yeah.
The next reason is the devalued partner gets fed up and starts pushing back, demanding reciprocity for sacrifices or defending boundaries, making it clear that she refuses to be manipulated anymore. Now, a love bomber or a narcissist does not want you to challenge their thoughts, their beliefs, their program. Exactly. It's like, hold on, you're pushing back. You're reading through what I already know is false. Oh, baby, you gotta go. You're not falling for my shit. That's not the that's not here. It's an imbalance of the power dynamic that they want. It's like, nope, you don't see it the way I see it. Bye. Last the last reason. The love bomber uses the discard as part of the manipulation, fully planning to reconnect in the future. So,
girl, that's called hovering.
They do. Listen, hover. So they will break up with you knowing good and damn well, I'm going to let this sit for a little bit and come back, only to further, I guess, determine, can they con you back into a relationship? How weak are you really? Will you be willing to do this back and forth thing? I'm going to come back and say, I'm sorry for everything. I promise to be better. We're going to build. We're going to do all the things you want to do. We're going to get to all of that. I can't wait. You're my person. We can't be apart.
Girl, they do that. And that is called hovering. Even if you break up with him. See, that nigga is a narcissist, because he tried to hover back to me.
He did.
He tried to come back and see if he still had pull or if it was still an opening. And now that I look back on it, he does that behavior. He's done that behavior often. He has a pattern of reconnecting with past flings after some time. Yeah. Like, you know, it's the dust has settled. Then you send a text message, phone call, Instagram message, whatever. And somehow you're back entertaining them.
It happens.
But bitch, not me.
They be looking for a weak
Because guess what?
point.
I'm aware now.
Yes. They be looking for a weak point.
They do, to see if they can come in.
They do. So let's get to the signs. We've talked about what it is, how we can be affected. Let's get to the signs.
Okay, so the signs. Here are some signs, because we need to be able to... Right. Or Capricorn, Aquarius,
Pisces, Aries,
Gemini. So... If you're talking with somebody, things are fresh, and somebody is hinting at you two being soulmates, twin flames, perfect match, they might be like, I know we just met, but we belong together. Cue the Mariah Carey.
Yeah.
And they'll try to give you evidence that this is true. That is a sign.
Yeah.
These people, like, they mask themselves as good listeners. They like pick up on your likes, which there's some of this that's normal, but
yeah,
they pick up on your likes, your dislikes, your hopes and your dreams, and they're probably like making it seem like they can make all those things come true for you.
Right.
Knowing good and goddamn well that they have no intentions of ever really doing that.
And this is also their way that they like let you know or realize, oh, see, we are soulmates. Look at how much I like that you like. That we like the same. You know, we both like to do this. I like to do that too.
Yeah.
And that's the scary part, because social media and just having little pieces of your life out there, people could
having a podcast.
Yeah, people could listen in, figuring out what you want in a person, and then be like, oh, that's cool, easy.
Somebody could easily listen to hella episodes and be like, I know exactly what this girl, what to say to this girl. I hope nobody's that sick.
People are.
But people are.
They are. They're nasty.
So yeah, the hinting at being the soulmates to inflame perfect match shit.
Yeah.
It definitely gets you in the chokehold.
I prayed for somebody like you.
It can definitely get you in the goddamn chokehold.
That's what it is. It'd be like, I prayed. I knew you were coming. You were my person. God told me I was going to find my love this month or whatever the fuck. You know, it'd be all of that. It'd be all of that. Like, this is fate. Who would have thought that we both would be here at this time? It'd be that type of energy real soon.
We need time to really know these things. That's a way to get over this one. See if it's sustainable.
Yeah. It's a lot.
Yeah.
So frequently chatting about your future together. So early on, they're going to be saying things like, we'll be so happy together. I can't wait to take you here, travel the world with you. I can't wait till you meet my parents, all my friends. We're going to do all of this stuff. Mind you, all of this, these are concrete statements. It's not, would you want to? There's not any questions. They're not asking how you feel about it. If you would like to be involved in the decision-making process to get to these points, it's already definitive. We're going to be happy together. We're building a life together. You see what I'm saying? That is all a part of the tactic. And also this makes it difficult for you to see a future without them.
Because you guys have been ideating all of these things.
You guys have already put it together. Yeah. We're going to do this. We're going to do that. We're going to travel. So when it's time for you to separate, it's like, we were going to build a future together. This was my person, my twin flame, my soulmate of sorts.
Yeah, that's so true.
I'm telling you.
Another sign is non-stop compliments. Now, we all like a compliment, word of affirmation.
Yeah.
But if they're constantly pointing out all of your good traits and never talking about the bad, then that's a sign that you're probably being love bombed, because we're not perfect. Although we have some great things about us, when you're really in relation with someone, you see some little flaws. Not that you have to be hella critical, but it's like, bruh, you're not perfect, and I know I'm not perfect either. So love bombers, they give you the self-image that you wish you had, but you lack. So they put you up on a pedestal. You're texting for hours, depriving you of sleep. I had to make sure I wasn't getting deprived of sleep. Like, we got to make it reasonable.
Yeah.
They're depriving you of sleep. They're sending flowers to your job. They're lavishing you with gifts.
Yeah.
Flowers, all the things just making you feel so good. And I mean, we love these things. We want these things, but I guess a healthy way would be in moderation, not so much so soon.
Yeah. That's really it.
Yeah.
It's like, let's take a step back.
Yeah. Remaining grounded.
Yeah. And you might even hear phrases like, I love everything about you. You deserve only the best. And when they're trying to give you gifts, it's like not taking no for an answer. Like, no, we're going on this trip. No, we have to. I want to take you here. I want to give you all the things that you should already have. It's all of that. You're the only one I want to spend time with. I've never met anyone as perfect as you. The way you think, I just love it.
I love your mind.
I love your mind, girl. Nigga, please. So my thing was, I feel like I was being love bombed, since now we're in this phase, right? Also, sidebar, they're very needy.
Love bombers.
Yes. Nothing is ever enough. The energy, the time, whatever you give is never enough. They want it all. They want to occupy all of your time. They want to be with you. They want to see you. That's when I feel like, when I'm looking at this, I'm like, wow, I probably was getting love bombed. Like, they're very quick. They want a commitment now. Like, what are we waiting for? We should totally be together. Why? Why wouldn't we? Super heavy on the commitment early on, lavish gifts, extremely needy, wanting to hoard you of your time, isolating you. Like, of course we love spending time together.
Because it's just us.
Exactly.
You don't want me to do nothing else. You just want me to be with you so that I can fall into this fucking cycle or trap.
Right. And I feel like the person that I was with, like, they did give me all the love. It was like, oh my God, you're like basically my dream person. And I know we're meant to be together. The space-time continuum shit. It was all of that. And then when it wasn't. It was like, you need to be more mature. You need to be seriously, like, a mature relationship looks like this. You say you want to get married in a year or two or whatever it looks like. We're on the path to marriage. So this is what it looks like. It looks like spending time with just each other, doing our 10,000 hours of,
boy, go to hell.
All of that.
Fuck you.
Right. You know the vibe though. And then when I didn't want to do those things, it's like, see, you're the reason why we're
not getting what you say you want. You're the reason.
We're not there.
Instead of, actually, we're not compatible, and that's the reason.
Or actually, nigga, yeah, you're crazy as hell. And when I was just like, yeah, no, it's not a vibe, then a breakup occurred. An unexpected breakup. That first time was an unexpected.
While you were at work.
I'm like, why
you
am I in
don't break
shambles?
up with nobody at work.
That is disrespectful. I'm like, I am in shambles here at work
because you weren't expecting it.
I was not. I'm like, wait,
because
what?
You weren't expecting it, because he thought so highly of you.
And there's doing no way,
much. And you were doing a lot. And there's no way that you would want to you could break up with me because I'm so perfect for you. I'm your dream girl. You
I'm
can't
hella
see things
sacrificing.
without me.
I'm leaving weekends open so that I'm only going out with my friends 2 weekends, and I'm leaving the other weekends and being like, babe, do you have anything that you want to do? It's very sick, y'all. It's very sick.
And another way that I was listening to something, and I think this was good. Another way to like avoid being loved bombed, which is something that we ladies do a lot, is to not assume that what something means to you means the same thing to the other person. Because we'll be like, I mean, I'm fucking him raw. That's my boo.
Yeah.
If I bring him to my family night,
He's
really
mine.
right. But if they bring us and we like, he wouldn't bring me to this if he wasn't really feeling me. Like, he wouldn't post me if he wasn't. You don't know shit until they say it is what it is. We cannot assume that what things mean to us mean the same thing to other people, because that's how we play ourselves.
Like a
and
fiddle.
I've played the tune many a times.
So some tips, queen.
I've played it.
More tips, rather, is to stop. Stop in the name of love. Stop. Slow things down. Feel free to have a real honest talk and say, I really enjoy you, but I feel like this is moving a little fast for me. Let's dial back a little bit. It's okay. It's okay to slow things down. You can say, I'm a little afraid of it moving too quickly. I just want to make sure that we're building a solid foundation. Whatever the verbiage looks like, don't be afraid to stop and slow things down, because a love bomber or a narcissist wants to move fast. They want to do the commitment quick. We're together. It's all of that. And they want to lock it down. Pull the brakes back and you'll see like, oh, maybe this nigga ain't even with that. If he pushes back on that, peace out.
So this is really moving from a space of groundedness and not being fearful of not getting what we want. Mm-hmm. Because that fear and not being grounded is what keeps us in these cycles where we're like, I cannot pump the brakes on this. This is too good to be pumping the goddamn brakes on. I actually need to speed it up. Hey, we're in the front seat going hella fast.
No, hell no.
Another tip is to look. Actions speak louder than words. So if the actions are not in sync with the words, this is a big red flag. If his words are saying one thing and the actions are doing another, it don't matter what you say.
It don't.
It doesn't matter. It's not, the math isn't mathing. And I have to go.
And love bombing is abuse, y'all. So if a person really loves you, cares about you, wants to speak highly of you, they're not going to turn around and then take it all back and like cut you down and be like, you ain't doing shit right. Or you, it's like, hold on, I thought I was perfect.
Right.
I thought I was everything
perfect.
You ever, right. I thought it was everything you ever wanted. I love
that song.
I don't know that one.
You probably do with Bino and Blast. I'm gonna play it.
I do. I know it. So lastly, listen carefully to what he says and don't be afraid to challenge the assertions. So if he says, we'll be perfect together, or you're my soulmate, I can't wait to marry you, or whatever, just reply, well, it's early, but so far so good. Nigga, I got to be involved in the decision making, and I am creating boundaries around timelines. I'm creating boundaries around being involved and just building more of a partnership as opposed to a power dynamic of what you say goes. And then I'm just here following behind whatever you put into place. It's like, okay, I can see how I can see how we could be a fit, but we'll see.
Right.
I can see why you would say that.
We will see.
We'll see.
I'm a queen of we'll see.
Yeah.
We'll see.
Put some time and some space between all of this.
Let's see how it plays out. We need some time. We need some consistency. We need to see if this is actually sustainable.
Yeah.
Because it's easy to get wrapped up in some shit.
Mm-hmm. It is.
And be upside down.
You're turning me.
Yeah.
So this was short, sweet.
A mini-sode.
Straight to the point. Because honestly, sometimes that's how you got to deliver it. Real and raw.
Real raw,
no
and
condom.
uncut.
That's how we do it sometimes. So let us know. Honestly, drop it in the comments. Have you ever been love bombed? If you realize, oh shit, I'm being love bombed, let us know if these tips are helpful. We want to save you.
Yeah, gotta keep our head on a swivel because it's easy to get it.
Yeah, it's easy to have.
It's easy for it to happen. It's easy to fall, especially when you're a hopeless romantic.
Yeah,
like myself.
Yeah. So hopefully y'all love this episode, and we'll be back with something else.
We will.
Love you. Bye.
Bye.